The discourse community that I have been studying is the marketing discourse community. The question that I have decided to research was, what are the changes in marketing as consumer behavior has taken a shift in shopping patterns? This was a topic that was not only relevant in my field, but sparked an interest to me as it is something that is talked about in nearly all of my classes here at Wayne State. With marketing practices changing more rapidly now than they have in the past because of the pandemic, it is interesting to see what factors are contributing to learning and adapting to new ways of conducting marketing. In Cyric's work, he examines the shopping patterns each week for in-store shopping. He finds that females are more likely to shop on Mondays than males. Because of this difference, feminine products are more likely to be discounted on Mondays than any other day of the week. In addition to this, Cyric suggests that Fridays have the least need for sales. This is because people are more willing to buy unessential goods on Fridays as it is the start of the weekend, and grocery shopping is typically done in the beginning of the week. A conclusion that I can make from this was that marketers make coupons more available on more popular days. Marketers need to adjust their advertising strategy that best appeals to which demographics are shopping. Jindal concludes that the location of a store is a large determinant on how marketers will choose the 4Ps of their business plan. This includes their prices, their promotions, the products, and the place that they will choose for their store. As convenience stores become more popular to avoid the busyness of large grocery stores and supermarkets, the prices are also significantly higher. I chose this article not only because it concludes that are directly made, but to lead to another argument that there can be alternative options that companies can move into, such as online shopping or curbside pickups to avoid the rush of shoppers, which will be more demonstrated in later slides. Silva emphasizes in her work that trust in online stores can positively influence purchase intention. With this in mind, it is important to note that boosting trust can also impact the way that a customer will become loyal to a certain brand or product. In a time where many businesses are only now offering new services, products, and the way they can obtain them, trust will play a larger role in the success of a company. Marketers will need to learn how to gain the trust of their customers to better appeal to a new audience outside of in-store shopping. Joe's claims are those that are quite similar to Jindal and Cyric, by almost combining the two concepts. Joe expands by explaining that promotions and sales are offered to stabilize high prices of the online or of the in-store shopping. This may include having a cheaper price if someone is willing to place an online order or a curbside pickup. Even restaurants are expanding on this idea and are offering new takeout options. To avoid the high prices of shopping with convenience, but still avoid the busyness of larger stores, marketers can change the way products are offered to them with online shopping. With introducing new options such as e-commerce to shoppers, Linjai argues that this may not always be successful depending on the age group companies are marketing to. With further analysis of companies that have already been implementing online shopping to their previously in-store shoppers, he indicates that all ages have increased their usage of online shopping, but older groups have a little bit less than the rest. Connecting this to Silva's assertions, marketers need to promote goods and services differently depending on the age group to build trust and brand loyalty. Gonzalez demonstrates that although online shopping has increased, a large amount of online sales are apparel, footwear, and accessories. Rather than the usual use of mannequins that are in store, online stores are forced to display their products in a different way. The use of models and concrete images can determine the success of a product because of the way it is displayed. Marketers can alter the way that products are displayed to be more appealing to their targeted and intended audience. Here is my synthesis map that I've decided to connect all of these concepts a little bit more deeper. As you can see though, like not all of the connections begin with the source. So in the beginning, you might see like Cyric, Joe, Jindal, Gonzalez, and Linjai. However, Silva is not introduced until like the end of it because it builds off of another interpretation of the answer that I'm trying to find here. By connecting all of these ideas, I was able to find a more direct answer because not only one of my articles were able to demonstrate that. The gaps and questions that I still have are, how can businesses build customer trust to promote brand loyalty? To expand from that, I also said, should it be conducted differently according to demographics and geographics? I also wanted to ask, should sale goals and promotions be decreased for in-store shopping because of the rise of online shopping? As this is probably something that marketers need to take note of as they're trying to decide new practices. Okay. To declude this type of information and research question can be helpful to solve a community-based question or needs. As the pandemic has begun, many consumers are looking for new ways to obtain products in order to avoid the busyness of big supermarkets or stores. However, in many instances, prices will increase as convenience increases. By offering online services, companies are able to solve this issue by offering new ways consumers can get their products. It could also be useful to learn best practices for new or existing businesses that are unfamiliar or inconsistent with changes in the new consumer patterns. Not every business will be familiar with how to market to online consumers, but learning about their patterns is a good start on what to avoid and implement in their business plan. And then here are all the references that I used while creating this presentation. Thank you.